Welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm Michael Manny, and I'm here at Flagstaff High School with the head coach of the Eagles, Coach Clements. And coach, very competitive game down there in Prescott last weekend. Down to the end, team made it one score there in the second half. Just what's your takeaways on how your team competed last week?
Yeah, kind of story of the year. I feel like a lot of things we keep getting better at, but then we make really big mistakes at really big moments. And until we fix that, we're not going to get the results we're looking for. So I'm really proud of the guys, though. They're playing hard, sticking together. Really, you see the brotherhood and the friendships, and it's great to see that. And then, but we got to figure out a way to limit those mistakes.
Well, the running game won really big positive last week. Adon Garcia, 2 touchdowns, really powered that offense. What did you see from him last week?
Yeah, I love the way he runs, and kind of in a fun way, he reminds us of the last two big running backs we had with Luis Jaramillo and then Jaden Wetzel. So going back a few years now, it was good to see Adon kind of pick up the torch and run the ball the same way, finishing his runs, always falling forward at the end of the play, getting those couple extra yards. And then when someone misses a block, he just becomes his own blocker and plays some physical downhill football. And I think a lot of people don't realize how quick his feet are and his balance and change of directions. And he makes really good reads on cutbacks. And it was just good to see him get some momentum. He's been a key guy for us on defense, so that's part of the reason we haven't seen him as much on offense at the first half of the year. But with some injuries and some of the things that we're changing up, he's going to be the primary guy going forward.
Well, Broden is looking more comfortable under center as the weeks go on. How are you seeing him just grow and progress and get more comfortable in this offense as the season wears on here?
Yeah, I think just getting comfortable and confident, and it takes time to do both those things. And so, giving him some time and to do that, and it's been really good to see him develop and improve his decision making, and most of all, just working hard and really embracing his role. That was a surprise, at the last minute, and I think a lot of it's a good reminder for us, sophomore year, imagine being thrown into that the last minute like he did at Paradise Valley and then getting his moments. And so it's good to see him grow and develop. And yeah, we're excited for him.
Well, back home this week, taking on Mingus. What are your biggest focuses coming into this week?
I think getting new guys comfortable in new positions. Broden's just one example of a lot of guys who've had to embrace new roles, and really getting these guys to. We preach being selfless and assertive, and a lot of these guys are showing that in spades. And then, so you'll see some new guys in new positions, and people are stepping up. And we've had a lot of things not go our way, but I'm sure grateful for those guys. Their positive attitudes and their adaptability.
Well, what stands out to you this year about this year's group of Mingus Union Marauders?
Yeah, I mean it's both teams have had struggles, and I think we're both looking to get back on the field and turn things around. So I think it'll be a great matchup. It's just one of those things where I think both teams are better than the records. Both teams usually play their very well against each other. We've had some great battles in the past, and it's a tip of the hat back to the old days when we were the top two teams in the region battling. Now that's not the case this year, but we're still going to be the same battle. The players are still equally as focused and fired up to get after it and pursue the victory. But it's going to take a lot of work for whichever team gets the win. They're going to earn it, that's for sure. And a lot of respect for those guys. And we both had tough seasons, and we're both looking to get the win today on Friday.
Well, what are your keys for coming out with that victory last week? What do you want to see from your guys?
Ball security. I mean, it's been a big challenge for us. I think special teams we need to improve, and then a well-rounded football game where our offense is setting up our defense and special teams, and we're all three phases working together, playing complementary football. But really, it's also going to come down to controlling our emotions, staying focused, and making good decisions.
Well, Coach, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck this week. We'll see you Friday.
Appreciate it. Thank you.